My dear, dear friends, happy Independence Day. And the independence that I'm talking about today specifically is the freedom and independence that we are creating for ourselves by evolving, by raising our vibration and keeping on our path. And I have been concocting this message in my mind all morning, and I was going to write it, and then I realized it was going to be a huge post, way too long, and I'm not that big of a typer. So I said, okay, grab the camera, make a video, that's much easier. And then you guys can also really feel my excitement and the resolve that I personally made in bringing across this message. And resolve, by the way, is a perfect word that I also love in regards to independence and the Declaration of Independence. The word resolve, resolution is in there quite a bit. So I'm a total geek when it comes to the movie National Treasure, and that's one of the movies I love to treat myself with during the Independence Day week. I have certain movies that I love to watch during that time because it's a very fascinating concept to me. And the word resolution comes up in there quite a bit. So there is a part in the Declaration of Independence that Nicolas Cage recites, and I almost cry when I hear that, because not only does it apply to what these people were thinking in 1776 when they were signing the Declaration of Independence, this is the perfect motivational talk for us as individuals as well. So I'm just going to read that little passage to you. I took it down from the video. When a long train of abuses and that's one of those words, usurpations, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. So they were talking about the colonies. I'm talking right now specifically about ourselves. When we have created a system of absolute despotism, of negativity, of shortcomings, of lack, of belittling ourselves, and all those things that keep us in a low vibration, to throw off such a government of ourselves and to provide new guards for our future security. So I really want you to take that in and just feel the sweetness of these words, that we have the right, we have the duty to throw off our old government within ourselves that doesn't serve us anymore. Any part of your self-governing that does not serve you, that keeps you small, that keeps you in a low vibration, it is your right, it is your duty to throw off that government and to establish new guards for your future security, for your future well-being, for your future thriving. And that's what I celebrate on Independence Day. It is an invitation to us to look at our own lives, to look at our own independence, our own freedom, and see how far we have come and what are the other guards that we still need to establish to help us to raise our vibration. What do we need to let go of? What do we need to embrace? So that's my invitation for you today. And I had very specifically mentioned that I would like to think about decision-making and motivation strategies, which are some very basic NLP strategies that we can use to help us manifest our dreams with more ease, because they are helping us to step into our future self. And I keep emphasizing that this future pacing is so important. It is a major piece in helping you to actually generate the thoughts and feelings and then ultimately actions that help you to manifest your dreams. So decision-making strategy is very interesting because we're using our visual, our auditory, and our kinesthetic. What do we see? What do we hear? What do we feel in our bodies when we have fulfilled our goal? And I would like for you to just imagine the future that you're creating for yourself. Remember the 5 areas. And then just imagine the person you are becoming. Who are you? What are your natural thoughts and feelings in that state when you have fulfilled it? How do you walk through the world? How do you behave? Make it visual, make it a movie, make it into an audio track, have some kind of soundtrack, and how you speak to yourself about it. And then also, how does it feel in your body? How do you move your body? How do you breathe? So now you have multiple choices. There are so many ways that this can go. And now you can make a decision. You can make a resolution for yourself as well. This is who I'm becoming. And then I would like for you to simply lay out multiple pathways. Hey, let's just imagine that you're going to keep going the way you are going. No changes. That is a possible pathway. That is a possible future that you could embrace. There is a future where you're actually going backwards, where you're actually going downhill, where you're actually losing your high vibration and you're going to diminish yourself more and you're just over the hill and that's just the way it is and things are just going to keep getting worse. It is a possibility and you could resolve yourself to that. And you know what? Many people do that because of their beliefs that they're holding about aging, about decline in health, about the financial markets in the world, how they look, and the recession, and our current situation. And then you can also think about that for your career as well, that it's never going to get any better, that you don't have opportunities, and so on and so on. It is a possible future that you could resolve yourself to. Of course, I'm giving you those counter examples so that you really feel that, oh, really? Is that really what I want? And yet, unconsciously, that's what a lot of us are doing. It's just not going to get any better. So, instead, you can also have a resolve about things are going to get better. And I am going to keep raising my vibration. I am becoming more and more resilient all the time. That is another possible future. So I would like for you to really lay out all those futures in front of you right now. And then to think about, okay, do I want to keep doing the same thing I've been doing? Do I want to go backwards? Do I want to go downhill? Do I want to keep getting more and more resilient? Do I want to thrive more and more and embrace higher and higher vibrations, no matter what my age is, no matter what my economical background is, no matter what my belief system is right now? I'm resolving myself to grow. I'm resolving myself to take this boot camp and kick my butt, and I'm going to go for this, and I'm just going to thrive, and I'm going to evolve. What is your future that you're resolving yourself to? What are these old shackles that you are throwing off, that absolute despotism that you held yourself under, that you're now letting go of, and so that you can embrace the new guards for your future security, your future happiness, your future gratitude, your future resilience. And visualize that future right now. And that's what I've been doing for these last few days. I've been making so many lists and flip charts and mind maps, and I've been drawing pictures, and I've been cutting out pictures, making beautiful collages for myself that show me that future. Right now, Rylin, my granddaughter, and I have this project of making a vision board for her to go to France. She's really excited about France. She's very excited about Paris. And this little 7-year-old right now, I know, is creating a trip to France for herself because she put it in her mind and she's constantly thinking about it, and she's putting the work into manifesting it with her thoughts, her feelings, and her actions. So what is your France? What is your resolution? What is your dream that you're working towards to? Put it out there. Put it into your environment with your thoughts, your words, the things that you're exposing yourself to, and your deeds, your actions. And that is the future that you're currently resolving to step into. So that's the first thing. And then motivation in NLP is also about what do you visualize? What do you say to yourself? How does it feel in your body? And the difference between people who are naturally motivating themselves and people who are procrastinating is, number one thing is, people who procrastinate visualize and talk to themselves and feel how bad it feels to do the task. It's going to be so much work to clean the kitchen. It's going to be so much work to do the laundry. Or it's going to be so much work for me to do those 10,000 steps. Or it's too much work to cook this meal at home versus just ordering out. To do this task at work that I know is going to get me the promotion, and so on and so on. And the people who are naturally motivated visualize the end result. Ah, the kitchen is going to look so great. Wow, it's going to look so much fun when all the laundry is folded in my closet again. Ah, man, it's going to feel so great when that task at work is done. I have 3 specific tasks today that I have to do in coordinating my next trip to China. And yes, I totally admit it, I have been procrastinating it because there was something about the wording and it's going to be, some legal speak and stuff like that I'm usually a little apprehensive about. And so I've been procrastinating it for the last 3 days. And then I had a conversation with my interpreter last night, and I promised her that I would have certain outcomes fulfilled today. And so I've been visualizing myself now how good it feels when I'm looking at those emails being done and I hit the send button and yes, I did it. And it feels so great. And I know I'm moving a huge step forward towards my next trip. So that's a personal example of how I'm using it at work, for example. And then there are other things as well with the 10,000 steps. Being able to write down, yesterday was over 12,000 steps again. I was so proud of myself when I looked at my meter on my telephone and all of a sudden it had jumped from 5,000 to 12,000 because I added another round on my evening walk. And that was so awesome that I now get to write this down, and I want to have that feeling again when I write it down again, or that I'm drinking so much water and herbal tea. So Prost. So the big difference is, instead of visualizing and talking to yourself and feeling how hard it is or how much work it is or all the steps that are required, you visualize the end result. And that's what naturally motivated people do. They visualize the end result of what it is they want to accomplish. You make the decision by visualizing what you want, by talking to yourself about it, by exposing yourself to audio tracks to support what you want, and by doing certain physical things like straightening your shoulders, breathing deeply, taking on that smile while you're thinking about it. And then you also think about certain action steps that need to be done to get it done. Then you also motivate yourself again by visualizing the end result. This is how it is. This is my life. This is who I am. And you're stepping into the fulfillment of having it, not the path to it. Of course, you're going to create a path. And the point of the path is to have fun along the way. For right now, in our decision making, in our motivating, in our resolving our future, we are going to spend our time in the future. We're having fun while we're there, and we are thinking about the end result. Actually, Stephen Covey said the same thing. Begin with the end in mind. So for today, to resolve our new level of independence and freedom in our own lives, I'm offering you this gift of resolving yourself to the end result of your outcome, that what you want, that you see it, that you hear it, and that you feel it. So please take that into your day today as you go to your celebrations, as you watch the fireworks tonight. Give that to yourself as a gift, that this is a representation of you. This is your new life. This is your new celebration. And what these people did in 1776 for this country and for the world, in declaring this new way of living, in resolving this new way of being, and to find new guards for our future security. I would like for you to give this to yourself as well and celebrate that with our forefathers and with everybody who's come before and who's held that vision for the country as well as for themselves. And that you also deserve that for yourself, and that you have the most magnificent and awesome Independence Day ever. All right, and then I see you again tomorrow, my friends. Be well, have a wonderful day.